Are you having trouble raising your resonance? Are you having trouble creating consciously in your life? We'll be talking about that today, so stick around. I use muscle testing or applied kinesiology with my clients in every single session. The first thing I do is I check their energetic baseline. And then we go into their alignment, emotional alignment, energetic alignment with their goal. And we use muscle testing to tap in and see where there are blocks that are keeping them from their goal. When I talk to my clients about raising their resonance up, if their resonance is low, if your resonance is below 200 megahertz, then you still can create and manifest in your life, actualize in your life. But you are using force to create instead of power. This is taken from information in Dr. David Hawkins' book, Power versus Force. He created the map of consciousness, which I use as an energetic resonance chart when I'm muscle testing myself and my clients. If you are in a place where you feel like you're low vibe, you're frustrated a lot, or you're sitting in guilt or shame, it's really important to raise your resonance. I really love the tool of muscle testing with a pendulum. And I love getting a client who has a low resonance so that when I'm muscle testing them, I can actually show them by holding the pendulum, asking them to think of someone they love or someone they're grateful for, and watching the pendulum go from a low resonance and moving up to a high resonance. Love and gratitude are high energetic resonance. Love is 500 megahertz. The map of consciousness does go to 1000, which is enlightenment. 20, or shame, is the lowest. Dis-ease, like cancer, begins to grow at 42. That's why it's really important to raise your resonance. So if you are working on raising your resonance, but you have trouble staying at a high vibe, or you slip back down, or you just get too frustrated, I'd love for you to check in and hopefully you muscle test. If not, check below. I will put a link to go get my Muscle Testing 101 workbook. There's also the 7 Pillars of Alignment workbook that would be beneficial for you as well. The 7 pillars of alignment are pillars that are the foundation for us to check in with our subconscious programming to see what is really going on. We always have the subconscious program running in the background, and I've compiled these 7. By no means are they the only thing that could be going on, but they're a really good start. And they're really powerful. Once you shift these 7, you will see things begin to manifest, materialize, emerge in your life. Things that you have wanted to manifest. So the first one is belief. If you don't believe that you can have whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, you won't see it. The next one is confidence. So going through these 7 pillars, you can muscle test your alignment. So what you would say is, if you wanted to manifest one client within the next 24 hours, and I know a lot of coaches, a lot of healers who can manifest like that. I've done it. I've manifested things that I didn't really have much emotional attachment to. When emotional attachment comes in, that's when things kind of get heavy. It's more of a need. If you do find that you get that same thing going on, you feel needy when it comes to manifesting whatever it is, I do have a class that's called The Neediness of Money. And that link will be down below. But shifting out of the need or the emotional attachment of things is actually really simple to do. So if you thought of a whiteboard out in front of you, and the whiteboard can be really, really large. It can be 6-10 feet wide, doesn't matter. It's your whiteboard. It's yours. You create it, it's yours. You own it. And you can do anything you want with this whiteboard. You can move things around. Sort of like a chess or a checkers board, but up on a wall. And all white. So the left side of this will be 0%. The right side is going to be 100%. If I said, what's your percentage of belief that you can tie your shoes or fasten your shoes if you had Velcro shoes? Hopefully, more than likely, it would be at 100%. So you put that up on the whiteboard, and I say throw it up just like you're going to throw spaghetti on the wall. So you're going to throw up onto the whiteboard your belief, your confidence, your skill level of tying or fastening or putting on your shoes. Something really simple. Because you want to program your mind about what this whiteboard is for. So put this on the whiteboard. It's at 100%. Perfect. Now you're going to put on the whiteboard something that you're not really great at, but maybe you want to be better at. So me, it would be math. I'm not fabulous at math. So math would probably be, if I threw that up on the whiteboard, it would probably be about 15%. So I said before, the cool thing about this whiteboard is it's yours and you can do anything you want to it. You can move things around. So you are actually going to grab, so I would grab the 15% of math and I'd move it closer to 100%. So if you want to increase your level of belief or confidence or a skill set, mastery, deserving, worth, allowance. If you want to increase anything, it goes from the left to the right. I even work with clients who want to not like certain foods so much. They want to lose some weight. So you would put up onto the whiteboard that meal, that snack, whatever it is, and if it's a high percentage, which it most likely would be, then you decrease it. And the intensity happens when you fill the whiteboard with other things. So if you had a food at 0 that you really didn't like, and you matched that food that you did like but you didn't want to like it, if you aligned that with the food you didn't like, you anchored them together. So in your subconscious mind, when you think of, so one person wanted to not like pasta and she didn't like broccoli. So if you, in your head, line up pasta with broccoli, then your brain goes, oh, you don't like pasta. It seems really simple, but try it because it works. I quit smoking using this same method. So you can do the same thing with these 7 pillars of alignment. If you're trying to raise your resonance and it's just not working, you can try this as well. So if you feel yourself getting frustrated again and again and again, your vibe is coming back down to frustration or jealousy or grief, hopefully not, but grief or shame or guilt. If you're coming back down to those lower vibes, then try the whiteboard with that as well. Feel into the emotion that you're feeling, and remember that emotions are only feedback. They're our body's way of saying, hey, something's not right. So thank your body for that feedback. And then put it on the whiteboard. How strong of a reaction is that emotion? And grab it if it's too high. If you don't want to feel that much anger, then bring it down. Another thing you can do is, if you have that emotion, that reaction, that feedback on the whiteboard, and maybe you feel it in your body somewhere. Are you reacting in your heart, or your shoulders, or your throat? There's usually a shadow aspect of the chakra that is triggered by this emotion. But if you felt into that and felt into that intensity, and then you asked, is this mine? Oftentimes, we take on energy from other people. But I'll get into that in another session. So what vibration do you feel you're at most of the time? And you can muscle test using the energetic resonance chart taken from the map of consciousness. You can muscle test yourself as long as you are at the energetic resonance of courage or above, 200 megahertz. You can muscle test yourself to see what energetic baseline you're at. Now, baseline is a little bit different than your energetic resonance, which fluctuates throughout the day because we are emotional beings. We are mostly water, so we fluctuate a lot. But our baseline is that home frequency that we go back to all the time. So you probably have a friend who's always really happy-go-lucky, willing to do anything. That friend might be at 310 megahertz, maybe at willingness. Maybe you have a friend who is always jealous of everything that everybody else is doing. There's actually a resonance of jealousy. It's really important to add this tool to your skill set. I use this daily, not just with my clients, but with myself. So I want to know what my energetic baseline is, what my energetic resonance is, but you do it so often, I do it so often, that I just know what it is. Do I feel courageous? Am I sitting in love or gratitude? So there's so many different ways you can tap into your body and communicate with the wisdom of your body. So let me know, what is your baseline? What would you like your baseline to be? What are you trying to, or what are you working on manifesting right now? What is your dream manifestation? And what other videos would help you? I do a lot of videos with my clients and my Facebook team around consciously creating money and wealth, and creating a wealth mindset. But is there something else that you guys are interested in? Is there something else that you want me to do videos on? I'd love to hear from you if this is of interest. If you want other videos like this, please do grab those freebies below, the Muscle Testing 101 workbook or PDF, and the 7 Pillars of Alignment PDF. And hopefully they will help you to better communicate with your body and better manifest with ease. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to get notifications. And I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.